terrific return to get them out near the 50-yard line, that changes what you want to do on offense because your playbook is wide open. You want a quick start? You may go for a quick strike on your first play on offense with that great field position.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away,
touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, 31 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those plays back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here in a row. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
From the 45 on second down.
Hurts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So it's decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's across midfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's second and 10.
What is this?
Throwing again here, Williams.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
As the first half is winding down. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Complete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now he's loose again.
And down right around the 37. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD. And another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because of that kind of size. He can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Way through, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Looking to throw. Throw outside complete. That's Smith. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right.
From the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Pass caught by Burden.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
Had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Williams from the gun on third down.
And he takes a shot on the release, and this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Turn back forward.
He hits more. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 33 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Barkley, inside handoff. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Hurts going to move him around.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on first and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To Barkley on the check down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Güey, ¿por qué la tiras?
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
Mames, güey.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
What is this?
They'll look to throw. He's going to let fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run stride for stride.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he breaks.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you can keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tie up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one girl I ain't never gonna smell her. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm on the high moon, you know I need me some room. Chasing me all night, nigga, sleeping till noon. Gonna do it all, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't first. Girl who tried to tie no collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one hell I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the train. Girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you Southside dog. Ever since you laid on me, you bought me the wrong country. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles give over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38 now, here's second down and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Good, set.
They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Trimmer. Hey, Silver.
He'll look to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Up the right sideline. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
180.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Goff now looking to throw. Will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Back to throw here.
They'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Isaac to Slaw.
48 yards.
And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, Silver.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick throw to Barkley. And he'll take this from one.
47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Go Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.